Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So those of you that are following the Athena Strand case, just wanted to give you an update. So for those of you that aren't following Athena Strand case, she's a 7-year-old girl from Paradise, Texas, who went missing Wednesday evening. Okay, so at 4:15, she got off the school bus. So then sometime between 4:15 and 6:40, I heard like around 5:30 that she was last seen. So the stepmom says that she got in an argument with Athena, and then she went to go make dinner. And then around 6:40, she realized that she couldn't find Athena. She looked for Athena, and she calls 911 and said that Athena was missing. Law enforcement said they took 14 minutes to get on scene, that they had like the search and rescue, they had the fire department, everybody was there within 14 minutes searching for her. But supposedly Athena was last seen at 5:30. So they say her stepmom got in an argument with Athena, and then she went to go cook dinner. Not sure what time that argument happened, if it was right like after she got home, because I guess she says that the reason that she waited an hour to call authorities was because she went looking for her for an hour. So I'm just trying to like put a timeline. So if she gets home at 4:15 off the bus, is the argument right after she gets home maybe? She's last seen at 5:30. No, I guess the argument would probably be at 5:30. Yeah, if that's when she was last seen at 5:30, then the argument probably took place at 5:30 because then she left. But then her stepmom said she went to go make dinner then. So then when did she realize that she was missing? Probably shortly after that. And then supposedly she looked for her for like an hour and then called authorities at 6:40. So yeah, let me play these two news clips and I will try to follow this and see. Well, I will follow this and see what happens. There's police taped off near a ditch. They said it's about 7 miles from where she was last seen. So they said it's between Boyd and Cottondale on County Road 4599. So somewhere in that area. They said about 7 miles from where she was last seen. They have a ditch with crime scene tape, like taped off this ditch, right? News reporters are waiting to see, what they say. Not sure if they got some tip or something that led them there. Not sure if they found anything yet, if they will announce it right away when if they find her. So yeah, I'll be keeping you updated. So I'm going to read you a few interesting posts from the biological mother and other people that claim to know some stuff about the case. And then I will play you the news clips. Okay, so this is Athena's biological mother. She says Athena is still missing. So she says Athena is still missing and we are now over the 24-hour point. Thank you to my wonderful family and the large support from the Wise County community. We are continuing our search. I ask that everyone pray some more, continue to pray, and never stop praying. I cannot live without my baby, and I need her brought home safely to me. Athena didn't walk away or disappear on her own. I will not give up or stop until I have Athena back. I feel like there's a hole in my heart and half of my soul is missing. An Amber Alert was issued earlier today. Please do not give up on my baby. Thank you to everyone for the supporting messages and calls. If anyone sees Athena or finds Athena, please call 911. And there's some pictures. Here's another one from Athena's mom, her biological mom. It says, please do not get your information from Athena's stepmother. She and her friends have changed her story several times. I am Athena's mother, and I am the only one that has looked and stayed and not slept since Athena went missing. Please stop bashing when you have no idea what is going on. My posts about Athena are public, and I am trying to post when there are updates. We haven't found her, and she's still missing. The news reporter, Nick something, pulled his report from thin air. Athena did not run away. She is still missing and has been for nearly 24 hours. Athena walked to school once in Comanche, Oklahoma. You can see the elementary school from Athena's mother's front porch. Not her dad's home, Paradise Schools. And somebody says, I don't like to make assumptions or be the one to start pointing fingers, but what in the actual heck is going on at that house? Those poor babies. The kids' room is a separate little building. They don't sleep in the same trailer. Where did you hear this? While helping search. And then we have somebody says, she's missing. It's freezing. I'm about to load up my hound and try to find this baby girl myself. And Athena's biological mother said, this is an absolute lie. I am Athena's mother. I haven't even talked to her since Sunday because her stepmother and father wouldn't answer their phones on Monday. I live in Oklahoma. He should be referring to her as the stepmother. And an Amber Alert has been issued. This man even got the time wrong. She was last seen at approximately 5:30 p.m. Please focus on finding Athena. The police and FBI, who is also involved, wouldn't jump into using so many resources so quickly if she was a potential runaway. I would love if anyone could put me in contact with this complete airhead of a news reporter. I'm not sure who she's talking about. And then this is... We just left the house that Athena was last seen at. No update. The house she went missing from is a wreck. The windows are busted out of the house. I guess the little girl sleeps in a building in the backyard. The dad was charging his phone in the SUV like maybe they don't have power to the house. The family dog was shot dead in the backyard field. There's a trash pile full of dirty diapers and there's animal bones around the yard. The dad and stepmom were both sent to the PD in their own vehicles. The mom is a very sweet girl who I talked to many times today. She has been ill and was in the hospital. She had to let Athena go to her dad's for a few months until they got the mom's health issues fixed. Athena was supposed to move back home in December. Magically, she disappeared on 11/30. I pray to God they find her alive, but I'm not getting a good feeling. I was there all day and searched all over the property and the surrounding places. This is the pictures of the place. You can make your own opinion. This is that you're talking about. Pretty gross. So, and then so here's another post. It says, I have followed this since it posted last night. I have messaged with Athena's aunt this morning. She has Athena's sister with her, keeping her safe. Apparently, the dad and stepmom have changed their story 2 to 3 times and had to go to the PD because of stories changing. He was hunting and then it changed to working. She was in the shower and I think it changed to cooking. I haven't been told the third story they told, but the stepmom apparently looked for her an hour. Then she called her husband. When he got home, he looked for her another hour and then they decided to call the cops. Athena's real mom said she did not run away, contrary to what the news has said. How does a 7-year-old walk out the door when it's almost dark and very cold last night? None of the cameras in the neighborhood got her on recording. They have searched way past where she could have walked by herself. So how does she get off the property and vanishes without a trace? My only reasoning is that she must have been driving off the property by someone. Nothing is adding up. So this is Matthew Howerton. It says, Justin, Wise County Sheriff, giving an update on the search. Athena got off her school bus Wednesday at 4:15. Her stepmother called 911 about Athena not being at the home at 6:40 p.m. Yesterday, the sheriff told us 5:40. What? The sheriff said it's possible Athena could have been abducted or wandered off. Athena's biological mother and aunt said that there was no way that the little girl would have wandered off on her own and had a lot of questions about what happened. Assisting in the search right now, the sheriff says that this has evolved now into an investigation instead of a search. FBI using its digital resources to help. Okay, so now I'm going to play the 2 news clips of the most recent updates of them searching this ditch area.
Breaking news right now at 6. We understand law enforcement in Wise County are investigating a possible lead in the search for Athena Strand. She's the 7-year-old girl who's been missing since Wednesday evening. WFAA's Matt Howerton is live in rural Wise County. This is just west of Highway 114, where Matt, police have blocked off that area behind you. What can you tell us?
Yes, Cindy, I want to let you know where we are right now. We're between Boyd and Cottondale on County Road 4599, and the search for Athena Strand has spread all around this county. Everybody on the lookout for this little girl. The sheriff telling us earlier today in a presser that they have had no evidence, no trace of her, no leads just yet. This is the first time that we've seen anything of momentum that they're getting in this investigation. I'm going to step out of the way just a bit. We didn't get very close because we were told by several law enforcement officers to get back, but there's a lot of focus down the road from me on this road, on County Road 4599, by state troopers, by Wise County Sheriff deputies. The FBI has been here. They've been looking in a ditch, which is, I believe, to the right of you if you're looking at this picture right now, and also in the area with flashlights. We don't know what this means. We don't know exactly what they're looking for, what they're focusing on here in this investigation. But the amount of police that are here and the amount of law law enforcement that are focused on this area. I mean, it's breathtaking. This is something that literally looks at us and says, okay, this might be something, a clue, a piece of the puzzle that they found. And if it is a piece of the puzzle, it would be a big piece, because we haven't seen any movement in this case at all since Athena went missing on Wednesday evening. The sheriff giving us kind of the same narrative earlier today during a 2 p.m. presser, telling us that Athena had vanished from the home in the evening, and then they weren't able to find her. There's been hundreds of people looking for her the last 2 days, trying to find any traces of her whatsoever. They say this search has gone from a search to an investigation. It's evolved from that, and now it looks to us that maybe there is a big piece to this search that they found, and police focusing on it here tonight. But we don't know a ton of details at this hour. We're expecting an update from law enforcement here shortly, and when we do get that update, we'll be sure to get it to you on social and on WFAA.com, and also on air too. In Wise County, I'm Matt Howerton.
Matt, you talk about the hundreds of people who have been searching for 7-year-old Athena Strand. It's been an exhausting search, both physically and mentally, emotionally. Have you had a chance to speak with any of them?
Absolutely. We spoke with searchers who have dedicated themselves, come out to Wise County. Some people don't even live in Wise County, that they've come here and they've tried to give their best, give their all to help find Athena. There's a lot of people on social media who have been gripped by this story, trying to figure out this puzzle themselves. We've also talked to the family members, the biological mother of Athena, her aunt. They've all told us this just doesn't make sense, and they want answers. They want Athena home. They want her in her arms, or want her in their arms. And like I said, it's heartbreaking on all levels. Everybody is pouring themselves into this investigation, into this search, and we're very, very, very curious to see what this all means behind me.
Our thanks to you, Matt Howerton, for that update. This, of course, is a developing situation with multiple law enforcement agencies involved. Our crews will be at the scene all night. We will have live reports on WFAA News at 10. In the meantime, you can download our free WFAA app and turn on your notifications. When we have an update, we will send it out. You can also go to WFAA.com.
And we have a development right now in the search of that missing 7-year-old out of Wise County. Within the past hour, police have set up crime tape near a ditch. You can see an image there. We do not know exactly what they have found at this time or why they may be searching in that particular area.
Just to give you some perspective, this search area here is about 7 miles from Athena's home in Paradise. That is where the 7-year-old was last seen, according to what we know from the sheriff's department. We've got a crew on the way to that location right now, and they'll bring us updates.
This, of course, comes after hundreds of volunteers went shoulder to shoulder through brush surrounding that child's home in Paradise on yesterday. At the time, they found no sign of Athena. Helicopters with thermal imaging weren't able to detect any human activity in that area as well. The sheriff's department saying 2 different K9 teams did pick up a short trail, but it just circled that home, then went back out to Farm to Market Road 2123. Now, the sheriff's office says it's because of the thorough, exhaustive search efforts of the past 2 days involving so many different law enforcement agencies and volunteers that they can move on to what they call the next phase of this investigation.
If we've checked and double checked and triple checked all of the things out in a typical grid search area, like what you largely saw yesterday, then we have to keep looking, we have to keep digging and following up on every lead.
Now, here's what we know about what happened in the hours before Athena went missing. Let's break the timeline down for you. The sheriff tells us she got off the school bus around Wednesday, 4:15, at her father's home. He was on his way to a deer hunting trip, so her stepmother was the only adult at the home with her. She told authorities that she got into an argument with young Athena before going to make dinner, and when the stepmom could not find Athena in the house, she says she started looking for her and ultimately called 911 at 6:40 to report her missing. They've also, we understand, have talked to all the registered sex offenders near Athena's home. They've checked security cameras, and at this point they're asking anyone with any information about where Athena could be, please, they're asking to call the sheriff's office or the FBI. And once our crew gets to the scene, of course, we're going to bring you up to speed on what we know from that investigation at this hour.
By the way, the city of Paradise announcing today it will actually cancel its Christmas parade to keep the focus on that search for Athena. They said firefighters usually help put together that event, but they have been working obviously around the clock to help with that search for the 7-year-old. They asked anyone who planned to buy chili at that parade to support the volunteer fire department to make a direct donation to that department instead.
Maybe I've been naive before, but I'm not anymore. 'Cause I know that kindness is the answer we're all searching for. Really, really